this NFC wildcard game. Pulls it in at the 13. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Tackle made by DeMario.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A run for Nick Chubb. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Murray. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Deontay Harris deep for New Orleans. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll drop here to throw. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. Kamara there with a 1st down carry, but not much running room, and he takes it forward for only a couple. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Winston. He finds Latavius Murray. Call it a pickup of 7. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
He was brought down by...
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Play action now. Winston. Flushed out right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. penalty. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Hill going to keep it on the option. And he'll take it in the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you got the crowd involved, fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called, and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They run, Chubb, and he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. To throw, it's Murray. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He's going to look deep down the field. He's got a man, complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
36 yards. First down, Cardinals.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run again on first down. Chubb. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
The tackle made.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. On the ground, it's Chubb. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 21-yard line.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Gain of 5. First down, Arizona.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Saints 7, Cardinals nothing.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And this is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Murray. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on is Matt Prater now to try a field goal here.
A 31-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of a defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36.
Good.
Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
2nd and 8.
Hill going to try and run with it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive, capture the field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Pulls it in at the 13. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now this time, Murray to throw it. And this one caught by Max Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. First down, Murray. He's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella, 49 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece.
That ties the game at 10. Matt Prater is set to
all level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Play fake. Winston. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And it's caught inside the 30. just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
10 at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston going to throw deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 28 yards. And the Saints have taken the lead. He's got it at 17-10.
10. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running.
Murray fighting, lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Following the interception, Winston. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Jameis to throw it. Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wild Card matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Set to kickoff.
One of these 2 teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wild Card bout. set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that saw him pick it up. On play action, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
On first down, Murray fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 8. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Kamara. The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
Now Winston on 4th down. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those, and maximizing opportunities.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They run it again with Chubb, and they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A give. This is Chubb. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
Let's go! Let's go!
One quarter remains in this NFC wildcard matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the
Winston. And he fends him off. And Winston lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. And they'll bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
Lining up for the point after.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. The 40, the 30, 10.
You gotta love it, baby. Give it
Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 75 yards. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation. Knowing when it exists to go to it, they did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing now is Murray. He's going to air one out. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Murray's pass.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a...
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Completes it to Hardman. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On the carry.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. And again, it's Chubb. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals have cut it to within a score. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have a full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Kamara's got the first down and he'll take this down to the 4-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 41-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11 on the ground. This is Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. To develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
Back to the ground, it's Kamara. He finds some open field here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. It falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I thought we were going to see more and more of this continue to flow into the NFL game, and that is the quarterback run game. Not successful here going for 2, but it's not something that people shy away from totally anymore either.
In particular, do you think more so around the goal line?
I think so. Anytime it's short yardage, anytime you can go ahead and keep the ball in the hands of the quarterback who's athletic, you go ahead and do that rather than risk a handoff or a pitch.
They just couldn't get it done there, though. 2-point try fails. Now Murray. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it'll be second down. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
To throw is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long. Murray to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use it. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
They're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Saints 33. Cardinals.
So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And the Saints are going to get to this one. So that should about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0-0-5. That's all we have left here in the fourth. Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10. Now Winston. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into